Hi guys, it's Keith, Arkenberg Farms. It is the 4th week of October 2020. It's about, get in here and look at this. I don't know if you can see it. About 52 degrees out here. And it's going to be really warm tomorrow and really, really cold the couple days after that. So, take you around and show you how we're hardening off the lettuce, getting ready for the winter. Let me show you. Okay, so right now we're in the process of hardening off all of our greens and lettuce for winter. So far we've had, we've had at least 2, maybe 3 good frosts. I found out this bottom area actually frost before what's uphill of it. It's almost like a direct line of this grass path right here is dividing in between what's down there and what's up here. I actually got a picture of the frost the other morning. I'll put it right here. And as you can see by that picture, we had frost on everything. That's actually happened a couple times. As you can see, here is the bed it came out of. Let me turn you around real quick. And here is that same exact lettuce. Looks really good. No damage. Nice full heads. No aphids in them at all, which is great. They're still got a little ways to go, but not bad. The lettuce heads, same thing over here. Hi. Here's my son. He wanted to say hi. He's out here wearing his jacket and his pajamas. He's 10 years old now. What? Exactly. So, reason why I didn't get a video out, which will be last week, because I'm actually shooting it this week. I'm going to show you what it's going to be like over the next couple days. Right now, 52. It is Wednesday. Tuesday, high was about 45, lows 36 or so last night. Monday, about the same. The low was only in the 40s. Now over the next couple days, actually tonight, the temperature is going to continuously rise overnight, and by tomorrow afternoon it's supposed to be 85. Now Thursday night is going to start cooling down when a cold front comes back through, and by Friday evening we're supposed to be back down at 31 degrees. Now Saturday night it's supposed to get down to 34-ish, and then Sunday night it's going to be down to 26 and possibly a 22 on Monday. So today it's now about 83, 84 degrees, sunny, super windy out. Got about 20, 30 mile per hour south wind blowing. Now tonight, cold front's going to come through. It's going to switch everything back around. So last night, the low was warmer than it was the day before. We're on an uphill climb. We're getting ready to go back on our downhill climb, and by Monday or Tuesday, we should be at a hard freeze. So far, winds out south, the tunnel's holding up good. Now on Friday, it's a whopping 40 degrees out. Well, this morning was supposed to be about 29, 30 degrees. Turns out it's about 36 right now, and it's 7 o'clock, so I know it hasn't warmed up that much. But it's going to get colder real quick. Now it's Sunday. Highest temperature we're going to have in quite a while. See if we can see it in there. Turn you around. Just a little over 40 degrees. Over the next 48 hours, it will not be above 32. Now Monday, it is a whopping 20, 30, maybe 31 degrees. So that's kind of the extremes we get with our environment around here in northeast Kansas. So we're literally going to go from 80 to below freezing in about a 48-hour time period. And that's why it's so important to get things hardened off, because right now I'm in the Caterpillar tunnel I built. So what I've been doing with this is I've been keeping one side open or both sides open right now during the night. Now the reason I'm doing that is to get the cold inside of this tunnel, also to help with the condensation, because you can see all the moisture up here. I actually shut off the irrigation about a week ago. I knew these temperatures were coming, so I wanted to try to get things to start drying out a little bit. So the main tricks with the winter lettuce is you got to get it hardened off first of all, and that's what I'm working on. We're slowly ratcheting the temperatures down, and then we got to keep it dry. I'll go over here on the tunnel real quick and show you in here too. So I actually made these hoops behind me. They're 10-foot pieces of EMT, half-inch electrical conduit. I got some that cover a single bed, some cover a double bed. I covered beds with these. What happened was, that year, we never had that slow, gradual lowering of temperatures to where things actually hardened off. We went literally from 70 degrees, constant, and then all of a sudden, like we're going to have tomorrow, the bottom's going to fall out, and then we're going to be down below freezing. But with air, it never got above freezing again for like a week and a half. What happened was, everything died. I covered everything early that season. Anytime it chilled out, no sugars built up, nothing. And by then the lettuce got hit and shocked, and it just killed it all. So that's where the hardening process really comes in. So by allowing it to take frost like these all did in colder temperatures, none of this was covered. Even the brassica mixed back in the back, which is basically mustard greens and red Russian kale. Red Russian kale is not even purple. That's where it gets its name. It actually turns purple when it gets really cold. But all that frosted, all looks great. All that got frosted, still looks great. Other parts over here, we'll go over here. All this stuff behind me, it got frosted. It all looks great. Even the brassica mix here too, the greens. I mean, there's a little bit of yellowing in it, but that's just because it actually should have been harvested a couple weeks ago. And that really doesn't have much to do with the frost. I mean, that should have damage on it, but it does not, because we kept it going. Now, the one thing is though, we did have a really cold snap right after we planted out some of this stuff, and we actually did that very first one cover. So up here we had a really cold snap before it went up and got hot for about 3 or 4 weeks, which is really unusual that late in October. So we actually covered all this with row cover. But the reason we did that is because they had just been transplanted out a week ahead of time, and they're about that big. So 3 weeks later, we actually have decent little heads popping up. But I covered that so it would not slow down, because they were just transplanted out. Right now it's a mixture in between trying to get it to keep growing, but the stuff's already grown. You want to slow down and you want to harden off. I mean, it's a really delicate little mix of what you do. So I mean, all in all, most people think of, oh, the freeze is coming, the frost is coming, I got to cover everything or it's all going to die. As you can see around me, all this stuff's been frosted several times, and it's all still alive out in the field. But that's because we actually got it properly hardened off this year. If I would continuously cover this and cover this and cover this, by Monday when we got down to 22 or 26 or whatever we're going to get down to, this would all be dead, because it would have no resistance to the cold at all. So I'm going to keep shooting over the next couple days. I'm going to come out once a day and just do a real quick walk, kind of show you, what's going on, the temperature, and how things are reacting. We are going to be out this weekend because the camp out with the Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts but I'll at least be able to, you know, show you what it's like, because Saturday morning we'll be here, and then Sunday midday we'll be here. So when the temperatures start changing like this and we got this gradual warm, I've got to really mind the tunnels. So we got a strong south wind which is coming directly at us right now. So I've got the automatic side turned up to 100 degrees so it will not open. The actual north side of the tunnel is open with my Caterpillar tunnels. This end wall, the scissor wall. I've got the south facing side open, the flap are closed, and the flap is open on both ends. So we're venting through, and it's fairly warm in here. Not too bad, but what I've done is stopped watering altogether. That way, this stuff will start to dry down a little bit and be ready for when the temperature does drop. Today was a day to get anything out of the field that could not withstand freezing, because Friday night into Saturday, which is tomorrow and the next day, anything out here susceptible to freezing will freeze. Got the last pull of peppers out. The tomatoes in the tunnel were just harvested. Those will be pulled out before long. And then I'm also going to go through and harvest out all my kohlrabies. These are nice, beautiful looking kohlrabies. Planted these about, I don't know, August or so. But I don't think they can withstand a freeze. So I'm going to get them out of here. Everything else underneath here bolted. Bok choy bolted. Here's an experiment. The red cabbage bolted too. I think I planted it just a little bit too early. So I'm going to get this done, and then we'll see you back tomorrow. So it's now Friday. About 40 degrees out here now. Got up to about 45 earlier today. So you remember from yesterday, it was 83 out here. Temperatures dropped that much. So what we're doing right now is we're expecting a freeze tonight. We were only expecting about 34, maybe 32. Now they're calling for 29. So we are going to get a full freeze. So we're going to start shutting all the tunnels, which we already got this done. We're going to go through. You can see we already got the bed started hooped out. So we'll get our row cover covering that. So we're going to get this bed and the one down there at the end. Everything down here we're just going to leave out. It's already been hardened off, froze a couple times, so we'll just kind of see how that goes. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. See you tomorrow. Not going to be too bad. Sunday it's going to be even colder, and then Monday rain, maybe snow. Not going to get above freezing all day Tuesday, and 22-degree Tuesday night. So this is where it gets really interesting and see how well we actually got stuff hardened off. Okay, it's now Saturday morning. According to my phone, it said it was 30 degrees out. I'm looking at my thermometer here. And there it is. Oh, right there. That looks closer to about 36 or 38. So all in all, that might not be a bad thing at all, because if that's the case, we really didn't get a freeze last night. We're going to start covering things up, which it looks like had some winds because row cover got blown off there. All my tunnels are shut down. There's no evidence of frost anywhere, though, this morning. So I'm kind of thinking we did not get as cold as they were saying we were going to get. Otherwise, I'd see something out here. We did last night close up all the tunnels, and we put row cover out on this bigger area. Not because it was going to freeze tonight. It's because I don't plan on taking this off, and it's going to get really, really cold Monday night or Tuesday night. So this is just going to remain on here and conserve as much soil heat as possible during that time period. Same thing, all the tunnels will be shut down, all the irrigation's off. I drained all the lines, but yeah, I don't see any evidence of frosting out here on anything. So looks like we lucked out on that one, but we got stuff to do today. So check back in tomorrow. So today is a day it is not going to get above freezing. We have a low coming of 22 to 24 tonight. One of my covers blew off. So now I've got snow in my carrots, which not necessarily a bad thing because snow is actually an insulator. It holds everything at 32 instead of allowing it to drop further. The other good thing about this snow is the fact that it'll actually seal the size of tunnels and such. Like you can start to see it starting to shed. See up underneath here, got a little bit of a cornice. So it'll actually start to shed down, and it'll come down and build up along the bottom down here, which is good for the insulation because it seals it off. But if that sidewall tries to open, I had a bad experience last year and it twisted the rod all the way down the end of it. So I had to do some work in fixing that. But on these Caterpillar tunnels, look at that. Nice sealed off at the bottom. Got a little bit of condensation building up on the inside, but not bad. Most of it's actually frozen. Go walk into the high tunnel real quick. I know that cat tunnel over there does real good. I had it up last year. It actually did better temperature wise. Oh, come on. Hold on, I have to get this door open. Okay. It's one thing when the plastic shrinks, it tightens up. It makes it hard to open things. Oh yeah. It is a lot better in here. Everything's looking nice. Got some yellowing of the celery, but nothing to worry about because it's just plain old. It says about 40 degrees in here. That's kind of what I'd expect. I mean, it's a big area, so there's a lot of thermal mass in here. It hasn't gotten cold for a long period of time yet, so all the warmth is still staying inside of the tunnel, inside of the ground. They'll start to cool from the outside in, but I did leave it open a couple nights to get it to start hardening stuff off in here, but I don't want to slow it too much again. But even with the snow, which can cause some damage when it's on top of lettuce for extended periods of time, everything's looking really good. That'll be the true test. Gonna drop down 24, but you won't really be able to see the damage for a couple days. So I'm gonna get this video out actually tomorrow, do the editing today, so you'll get to see the process of actually getting things hardened off on the farm. So hope y'all like what you saw here today. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank y'all. Have a good day.